This week is our fourth and final installment in a northern Arizona journey that takes us to the Arizona Strip, a vast arid region lying north of the Colorado River and isolated by the Grand Canyon. We visit Glen Canyon Dam, camp on the beach, hike the Beehive and Wire trails, visit petroglyph sites, a fort, a museum, and of course, Horseshoe Bend. It's a lot, but feel free to use the chapter markers to skip ahead. Can you imagine blasting through this? Our first stop is Page, Arizona, a town that didn't even exist until 1956, when the federal government decided to build a dam and storage project to back up the Colorado River into Glen Canyon, forming Lake Powell. Until then, this windswept plateau with its dramatic sandstone canyons was inhabited mostly by Navajo families. There were no roads, no US 89, no bridge, no lake, just rugged beauty. It was not without controversy, and the controversy continues as water levels drop and reveal canyons once thought lost forever, winding narrows and ancient alcoves that haven't seen sunlight in over half a century. If you would like to see one such place, I will include a link to a recent video posted by hiker Eric Hansen.
You know, you don't have to go to Baja to camp on the beach.
Check out our campsite for the night for $7. Look at all the people down here. Wow. Thank you, Carlos, for recommending this place. Good find. It's starting to rain. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, it's raining.
It was not on today's bingo card.
No, it was not on the bingo card. It's on the windshield, though. Gain an hour, then we're going to come back to the campground and lose an hour. See you, Page. Page was established in 1957. It's younger than we are.
800 feet, turn left to stay on Page Parkway.
It's $10 per car. And then it's about what did he say, a third of a mile?
Yeah.
To the bend. That's a lot of trash. We've all seen the horseshoe in zillions of pictures and videos, but it's neat to see it in person.
Yeah.
It's worth the $10. And we were just talking about this, the parking lot is run by the city of Page, and they must bring in, I'm gonna see if I can find out, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a day on the season. Oh my gosh, just a constant churn of vehicles. John wants Taco Bell, so we're gonna make a quick stop at Taco Bell and then go to the Glen Canyon Dam area where they have the visitor center. We went through there 50 years ago on our honeymoon. Dedicated by Lady Bird Johnson. The Glen Canyon Dam is one of the most significant and controversial structures in the American Southwest. It submerged 186 miles of Glen Canyon, which many considered one of the most scenic and culturally rich canyons in the U.S. It buried hundreds of Native American archaeological sites under Lake Powell, and its creation launched the modern environmental movement. It was primarily built to provide hydroelectric power, and it serves 1.3 million people with 5 billion kilowatt hours per year. The Beehive is a 2-mile trail that cuts through slip rock formations that are part of the Glen Canyon group along the Colorado Plateau. The shapes come from cross-bedding, The overlapping thin layers from shifting sand dunes hardened and then sculpted by wind and water. There's the Beehive Campground. Where are you going, dude? It looks like decomposing hay or horse manure. And it's like, how did that get in there?
It's the first part of bullshit.
Here's a closer examination of it. Wow. Okay, you smart people, tell me what kind of critter built that nest? Prickly pear are blooming. Okay, what is that huge hole? That's amazing. As I learned later, the cave we saw along the trail is called Grandpa's Garage. Nice hike, 1.4 miles. And it's a loop, so that's nice. We have had no bugs on this entire trip. None. Every place we've gone. Wow.
That might have been my best sleep ever. No, second best. I know the first one. Okay, this window has got to be cleaned. I keep saying that every morning, but I've got to clean it today. Before we leave, I've got to clean this window, John. We learned from the guy that checked us in yesterday, and by the way, they can hold a gazillion RVs down here. You just park wherever you want. But the guy said, yeah, I thought Beehive Campground only had like 5 or 6 spots. They've expanded it. It probably has 25 now. So lots more spots there, but this is quieter. Sometimes I have to get John mentally prepared for the day. So today, I'm getting John mentally prepared for a long dirt road.
If I had a long squeegee thing, I'd clean these off. Okay. Oh, that's right, I went down here. Then I went down there. Ta-da! Okay. Leaving a beautiful day at Lone Rock Beach. John just made an astute observation. He says everybody's a buddy at a dump station. She's pouring bleach into her drinking water hose that's connected to the drinking water spigot. Oh, this is just truly weird. These guys have taken so freaking long. Jeez, dude, it doesn't take 30 minutes to dump your black tank. Check the weather. You don't want to go down this canyon if there's any rain expected. Very different going this direction. Wire Pass Trail is a popular hike in Vermilion Cliffs National Monument, and it provides access to the stunning Buckskin Gulch Slot Canyon. It begins in a wash and then narrows into a slot canyon which involves some scrambling and ladder climbing. A permit is required and can be purchased at the trailhead. Okay, we've aired down, now we're off. Wow, there are a lot of people on this trail. So they have a kiosk where you buy your permit, $6 per person. And you're supposed to display this on the dash. I'm going to take a picture of them because I don't know how you have it with you and display it at the same time. Wire Pass. The trail was used by missionaries and cattlemen during the 1800s and gets its name from the use of telegraph wire that early travelers strung to help guide themselves through the challenging terrain of the cliffs. We are 1.2 miles in, and we're just now starting to get to the narrow part. Oh boy. Boop, 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 boop. Not for tall guys with bad knees. Okay, your turn. Riding it like a rented mule. You gonna go under?
Let's see.
Oh, he's going for it.
Grease me up, I'm going in.
Which is your bad knee, the left one?
Right one.
Right one. Oh boy, you might have to take your pack off.
I'll be admitting defeat.
Okay, oh, watch out, there's a thing right above you. Come a little farther. There you go.
Hold it, hold it. I think you're gonna like this picture. Ta-da!
Oh, and then there's another log jam. Wow. Wow, that's beautiful, John. Okay. They're really short rungs. Okay, throw me the sticks. This is just gorgeous. Now it goes all, see how long it is? See how long it is? Okay. So you need to go that way. I know. Handprints. There we go. I heard it unlock. Can't fool me. I'm tired. I have 4.26 miles, so. Entering Arizona, leaving Utah.
Vermilion?
Vermilion Cliffs National Monument. Oh, there's the.
Is that the campground over there?
Yep, there it is. Stateline Campground. Does it look full?
No.
No? Good. Entering Utah again, leaving Arizona. That's a funny campground. You get a little cabana. We're in site 4. This place is almost full. It's only 6 spots though. So I don't know. Are we in Utah or are we in Arizona? This is the end of the Arizona Trail, or the beginning, depending on which way you go. And some nice trail angel left water for people who need it. There's no cell service here, but I was able to send a satellite message to our son and Judy and let them know where we were. There are 3 campsites in Utah and 3 in Arizona. I like how low it comes. Yeah, so we started down here, somewhere down there, up 89 to House Rock Valley Road, came down to the trailhead, and this is a dirt road, and then to Stateline Campground, so that's where we are. And then tomorrow, and you can see the Arizona Trail ends here, tomorrow we'll take the same road, and the sign says it's 19 miles all the way down to 89A. Yep, it is right there. So this way we don't have to go all the way around. So this is where we saw the condor release 2 years ago with Ed and Ann. All right, so this road just continues all the way up. Another great night at a free campsite. And now it's 20 miles on a dirt road back to 89A. The sign says the Maze Rock Art site is right here, so we're gonna check it out. We go all across the valley here. That is impressive. Wow. Wow. Highly recommend this short little hike. Beautiful view, great rock art, really nice. 1.3 miles. Yes.
All she's missing is a cowboy hat and a Jeep.
You know what? The more we drive this van on dirt roads, the more I understand how capable it really is. And I say that just before. Look at this hill. Wow.
Oops.
Speed up. Wouldn't want to do that when it's muddy, though.
Yeah, if this road were muddy, it would be treacherous.
That's a nice steep hill. So we've only done 5 miles so far. I don't think I'd do this dirt road without being able to air down. 30 miles, that's too much. Too much washboard.
Well, the last 4 was okay.
Oh yeah, from the Condor viewing area, it's nice and smooth. We are 14 miles from Jacob Lake, and there's supposed to be either cookies or ice cream or something there. So we're gonna make the 14 miles and then we'll come back and head back toward the Grand Canyon. What were you saying? That's what I thought you said. There's the road we came down. Wow. 7,000 feet. Jacob Lake Inn. We'll go see what they have. That's where we're going next. Wow, look at that. As far as you can see, red cliffs. Amazing. Oh, that's gorgeous. Fredonia, elevation 4680. Oh.
Turn right onto North Pipe Spring Road.
For over 1,000 years, Pipe Spring sustained the Kaibab Paiute people. They cultivated crops, hunted game, and relied on this rare source of water in the arid landscape of the Arizona Strip. That changed in the mid-1800s when Mormon settlers arrived as a part of a larger westward migration. In the 1870s, they built a stone fortress here. They called it Windsor Castle, named after Anson Windsor, the first ranch manager. Finished in 1872, the fort consisted of 2 red sandstone buildings facing each other across a courtyard closed at each end with heavy gates. The north building was erected directly over the spring, and the water flowed to the south building where they made 60 pounds of cheese and 40 pounds of butter a day.
1923.
Yeah, it was Warren G. Harding that signed the... Fast forward to 1920, when Stephen Mather, the first director of the National Park Service, took a fancy to it while traveling between the Grand Canyon and Zion National Parks. Oh, look at that. Wow. Is that original, that cheese rack?
Yes.
This is where they made the cheese. What did she say, how much they made a day?
60 pounds of cheese and butter a day? Was that 60 pounds of cheese and a butter a day?
60 pounds of cheese and 40 pounds of butter.
40 pounds of butter a day. Wow. Mather, who had made a fortune in borax mining, soon bought the old fort and the 40 acres surrounding it for $5,000. He then convinced President Warren G. Harding and his administration to set it aside as a national monument, which happened in 1923. However, wording in the proclamation establishing the monument proved problematic and began a long battle over water. It's a loop trail, so it goes all the way around, so let's do that. Which way do you want to go?
Just following you.
Okay. John wanted to know why they called that the Wire Trail down where we were last night. The telegraph wire must have been close by. The Windsor Castle is neat, but this trail is super cool.
Caps the Vermilion Cliffs.
Honeymoon Trail. Swing below to your right, so you can see, you're supposed to be able to see the traces of the trail. Oh, right there. Isn't that it? The red, looks like people, or is it that one over there? That was a definite good stop. Don't miss the half-mile loop trail. I would do it clockwise. And now we're off to the Flying J, hopefully to get a shower. $8. We're at the Virgin River Recreation Area. We did not go back through Flagstaff like we had planned. We on the 15, and we got here, it was in the mid 80s. It's not too bad on the shady side, and it should cool off into the 50s, so it should be okay at night. And so we're just chillaxing. And isn't it beautiful here? It's really gorgeous. Not many campers, but
First day of May, it's over mid-80s. Nice.
yeah. We're off. We don't know where we're off to. Just like every other day of the week. We'll figure it out when I get cell service. We didn't see any water here to fill your tanks, though. They do have water in the restroom, but you didn't see anything for filling your tank. More of this beautiful canyon. What a difference a shower makes. There were two options along this stretch of 15. The first one was a Pilot, and they had a 30-minute wait. And then just down the road was the Flying J, and it was $17. They even gave us 2 towels, so you get 2 towels, a washcloth, a bath mat. That makes it all worthwhile, and plenty of hot water. So John's in there getting something for breakfast, and I'm just going to have some cold cereal. It's going to be a little warm tonight, about 87 near Barstow, which is where I'm hoping to end up at a campground south of Barstow. But we're going to take a little detour around Vegas. There's a Lost City Museum that I want to visit, and then there may be a slot canyon. We'll see how the temperature goes. Lost City Museum. Just outside the small town of Overton, Nevada, lies a museum built to preserve the past. This is the Lost City Museum, one of the oldest museums in the state, and it holds the story of the race to save the past before it vanished beneath the rising waters of Lake Mead. In the 1930s, as the Hoover Dam neared completion, the Colorado River began backing up, and archaeologists knew that a network of ancient Puebloan villages dating back nearly 1,000 years would be flooded. With time running out, the Smithsonian Institution and the National Park Service launched a historic excavation effort. Teams worked quickly, uncovering pottery, tools, ceremonial items, and entire homes made from adobe and stone. They carefully documented and recovered artifacts before the floodwaters swallowed the sites forever. In 1935, to house and protect these cultural treasures, the Civilian Conservation Corps built this museum. Look at that axe. Man. These were built by the CCC as well. Whoa. So that's what it looked like, and then that's what they recreated. That was a good museum. It's only $6 per person. They have a couple of videos you should watch first. And look at our campsite. This is Sawtooth Campground, which is south of Barstow. It's free. And the temperatures dropped significantly because we're now probably close to 3,500 feet. And it's probably now in the mid 70s instead of, it was 96 down in Baker. John says the toilet is not for the faint of heart. Wow. It's the end of 2 wonderful weeks of adventure in northern Arizona. Every dusty trail, every windswept ridge had offered something. We're excited for what awaits us this summer. We hope you'll join us.
And an update on the heater. We have an appointment with Rogue Vans a week from Wednesday. So we'll get that. We'll sort out what the problem is. Then the part will be ordered. They'll ship it back to Rogue, and we'll go down for 2 times to get it fixed. And I added up the costs for showers and camping costs. We spent $55 on showers and $38 on camping fees. That's not bad for 2 weeks. This time I dumped all the potato chips in the pan first, and then I poured the egg over the top, and I think that's a better way to do it. And it is ready. I hate to leave this place. It's so gorgeous, and the temperature is so perfect. And actually, I remembered last night that one of our viewers actually told me about this place, although I had forgotten it. And it's an awesome spot. We're going to come back for sure midweek, because we read online that a lot of rock climbers coming here on weekends, and they fill up all the spots. So the time to come is midweek. But that's it. We'll be home in about 3 hours to get to a wedding tomorrow. Okay, there's a miniature Horseshoe Bend up here. Right there. How cool is that?